In the education of our dogs, we're using a lot of helping tools, such as a flex pole, a table, position boxes, and today I'm going to show you how you can use a position box as a touchpad. The only thing what you want to do is you want to flip it upside down and to teach your dog, or you teach your dog now to stand on top of that position box. And this is super handy. You can use this for the jumps, whether it is the 1 meter jump, the A-frame. You can teach your dog the correct position for the hold and bark, for instance. You can use it as a place where you just brush your dog, or you use it as a parking position where the dog just rests while you're preparing something on the field for obedience or protection work. I personally do love the position box, and I start very early to teach my young dogs to remain on that position box. And in the upcoming videos, we're going to show you how you can teach your dog to do the same.
So, it is training time with Ivan! Jawohl! And today we are going to do the position box. He's going to go on top of it. Super! Ja, das ist toll! Wow, was ist?
As you can see, our training always starts off with proactivity. This means nothing else than that the dog is giving me eye contact and I click for that and I reward him. So, what you want to do in the beginning, you want to kind of lure your dog on top of the box, but I actually already did one session and I have no clue where the video material is, so I did just grab some kibbles of food in my hand and I just kind of lured him on top of it. And now what I'm doing here, I would say more shaping. I'm just moving towards the box there and I'm waiting for him to kind of, that he gets it in the way and that he just steps on top of the box. I also want him only to stand on the box with his front legs because I don't want young puppies to constantly jump up and down from things. So that is the main reason to why I only want the front legs. So as you can see, I normally lift his butt down and I try to make him understand that I only want him with his front legs there. So look now, I stopped him there. He was on his way and I just placed my hand in front of him to show him, hey, it is really enough. You just place your front feet there. So I walked there. He is aware of food in my hand. I will lure him and there are the front legs and I reward him immediately. And then I say, okay, tap him on the shoulder. This means you are released. You can move. Clear communication is always very important. So I shaping on top of it. Here he was, you see the complete dog again. So I lure him again that he only goes on top with his front legs. Lure him and he is on top of it again. Not optimal, but in the beginning you need a little bit patience. Some dogs just do this because they like it. And he is so proud that he understood the exercise a little bit. So he just kind of jumps with all 4 feet on top of it. So I walk towards it. He is on top of it again. And I lift his butt down. Zack.
Okay. Okay, come.
Walk towards the box. As I said before, kind of shaping. There he fell down, then I lure him on top of it again with only his front feet and I feed him. Yeah, and that's pretty much the first step here. You just want to lure your dog on top of the box and feed the dog there. And once this is working a little bit better, you just move slowly towards the box and you can see if the dog starts to understand by jumping on top of the box by himself, like here. Zack, he's up, but he did not understand that it's only the front feet.
Okay, come.
Yeah, guys, it is all about practicing. You need probably 2 or 3 times like this, where you're just walking towards the box and the dog jumps on it by himself. Puppies are quick learners. They really understand it quite quickly that, okay, when I jump up there with my front paws, I will get rewarded, and that's awesome. So just slowly walk towards the box. Sooner or later, the coin will drop. Some dogs, as I said, go only with their front feet. Some dogs use their whole body.
Richtig. So, we are going to train the position box today, but first I start with some proactivity.
Yeah, as I just mentioned, we are going to work on the position box. So today I have 2 boxes, so I'm going to switch him from one box to another. And I'm going to do this by luring him. I also added the verbal command, so I actually give him the verbal command just before I show him with my finger that I want him to change the box. Let's have a look at it. My main goal is also to make sure that Ivan only jumps on top of the box with his front paws and not his complete body like he's doing there. We don't want that, so I help him to come down. And I say position, he jumps on top, immediately he gets his reward. So I kind of catch him with my hand, as you can see. But I have to be quick because he has the tendency, he wants to jump completely on top of the box. Yeah, and I have just, it's not a lot of distance between the boxes, so he just kind of jumps down and jumps up. It's just one step there in between the boxes. So you have to figure out how much space you need for your dog. Some dogs are bigger and they need more space. Some dogs are smaller and they need less space. And that's what I figured out now, that he needs a little bit more space. Oop. Yeah, that's what happens when he's too fast. And that is really the main reason why I don't want the complete dog on top of the box, because it is too dangerous and I don't want him to hurt himself. So position, I click and I reward. Yeah, you can see he really starts to understand it. But he's still stubborn. He still says, okay, I want to jump completely up. So command, and I catch him with my hand, and in my hand I have food, of course. It is a very nice exercise. The dogs absolutely love it. There is always a very quick reward. So up and reward. Position, and he's up and he gets immediately his reward. And that's pretty much it for this exercise. This is something I will practice now for a while until I start to increase the distance in between the boxes.
So, Ivan and me, our evening session. I'm going to send him between 2 boxes tonight. This is my plan.
Our training sessions start off with some proactivity. This means a little bit eye contact. Look at me, I will mark it, and you are going to get rewarded. I am going to send him today in between 2 boxes. I do have a little bit more distance between the boxes since he decided to increase his speed. He thinks that he understood the exercise, so now he adds some speed to it. So in order to have the right distance, I needed to add a little bit more in between because his jump in between is bigger. You can see he is very motivated. He is actually a little bit over-motivated to do it. There he goes, jump. And that was not the plan because I only want him again with the front paws. But that is definitely working better and better. But you can see I'm still stopping him with my hand because he still has the tendency to jump up with his complete body. And I'm definitely trying to avoid that. Yeah, so I give him the command and then directly afterwards I point into the direction I want him to go. I hold my hand there and he gets his reward.
Klasse. Ivan, komm her, Position. Sehr gut. Position. 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 Sehr gut. Klasse. Komm, Position. Dieses. Position.
Sooner or later, my end goal is that I stay standing still in the middle and that he is only listening to my verbal cue and my hand signal. But at this point, it is way too early, so I'm sticking to what I'm showing you guys right here. Verbal, pointing, and immediately put my hand above the box so that he can get his reward.
Position. 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 Super, mein Junge. Das ist toll. Klasse, mein Junge. That was it from standing between two boxes. And as you could see, works like a charm.
What is the goal from this step now? Very simple. The moment your dog sees a position box which is flipped upside down, the dog is supposed to run over there, jump on top of it and say, hey, come on, get over here and get me my reward. So what we want to create is that the dog really loves that touchpad. You can go ahead as in the videos and you can teach your dog to go on to different position boxes and then go from the one to the other. Right now, the moment the dog goes down, you just want to say no, don't do that, and you want to lure the dog back up on top of the position box. At a later point in your education, we also will introduce a leash, and then we show the dog pretty much the consequence for leaving the position box without a permission. But for now, we are more than happy when your dog sees the position box and says, a position box is a great place to be.